What is a Nigerian scam and how can you avoid it? First of all, there are different types of scams that are thrown under the Nigerian scam umbrella, but the most common ones are cybercrimes, where the scammer promises a large inheritance or a government loot if only the victim pays a small amount to help unlock the larger loot. They are also known as 419 scams or advance fee fraud. The nickname 419 actually comes from Section 419 of the Nigerian Criminal Code, which condemns and lays out the punishment for these practices. So what's the origin of these scams and how do they work? Fraud is as old as humanity, and as technology gets better, scammers get better too. In the late 18th century, the Spanish prisoner scam was popular. In this version, a scammer would reach out to a target, telling them that a wealthy person that was a friend or relative of the target, who also had to be kept secret, was imprisoned and needed some money to be smuggled out of prison. The target would be promised a huge sum from the wealthy prisoner if they could provide the amount needed to bribe the prison authorities. Then the scammer would disappear with the money and move on to the next victim. In today's world, the scammers send out an email or social media message to their targets. In the email, they claim to be owners of a large inheritance which has either been unlawfully locked up by a bank or a government. They usually claim that they need a small amount of money to unlock these huge funds, which they will share with you if you send them the advance fee. That's where the name advance fee fraud comes from. The scammers ensure that the money sent to them is difficult to trace or identify, and also they impersonate legitimate government officials to make their documents seem more real. Of course, when you send the money, they disappear because there is no large inheritance, and if there was, they are not planning to share a dime with you. Other variations of the scam prey on vulnerable people like widows and older divorced people. They offer love and companionship to the victim and then constantly request money for one personal reason or the other. These particular scams are known as romance scams and are quite common on internet dating sites. Another common way for scammers to steal from you is to redirect you to fake sites where you put in your passwords and unknowingly grant them access to your accounts. This is known as phishing. So why are they called Nigerian scams? You would think crimes are called Nigerian scams because they mostly originate in Nigeria, right? Wrong. It is a mystery why they are called Nigerian scams at all, since majority of these scams actually do not originate in Nigeria. A study conducted by the Center for Strategic and International Studies revealed that majority of cybercrimes originate from Russia and China. There is also a good chunk of cybercrime originating from the United States of America. According to some reports, an estimated 94% of all so-called Nigerian scams actually originate from outside Nigeria. That's right, Nigerian scams are not even Nigerian. Somehow, the Nigerian scam tag has stuck for no reason at all. For instance, in June 2020, there were 79 criminals on the FBI Cyber Most Wanted list. Out of the 79, 6 of them were Nigerian and 73 of them were of other nationalities. However, the FBI sent out a tweet asking for help finding, you guessed it, the 6 Nigerian scammers. According to the Federal Trade Commission, Americans lost about $1.48 billion to all kinds of scams in the year 2018. In 2017, McAfee estimated that the full range of losses to cybercrime was as high as $600 billion, including intellectual property loss, government security costs, and so on. So what's the best way to protect yourself from these scams? 1. If it is too good to be true, it is not true. If you did not earn a large inheritance or you are not the child of a wealthy prince, do not fall for the temptation of easy money. Also, if someone you know claims to be imprisoned unlawfully abroad, contact the authorities and let them verify whether this is true or not. 2. You shouldn't have to pay for employment or a job interview. Verify emails or messages that come from organizations, even if the letters are written on letterheads. Do a Google search of the company's contacts and make sure you can verify the organization before you respond to them. 3. Do not send credit card details, PINs, passwords, or other sensitive information to people you do not know or trust. It is important for you to take extra measures to protect yourself, while the FBI, EFCC, and other financial crimes units bring these horrible scammers to justice. So let's recap. When a scammer swindles you of your money by pretending to love you, it is called a romance scam. When they ask you for money to bribe officials or help unlock a large fortune in exchange for a portion of that fortune, it is called advance fee fraud. When they impersonate trusted organizations or banks and steal your passwords or PINs, it is called phishing. These are the correct names for different cybercrimes. If, however, we desperately need to identify cybercrimes by the nationality that is most involved in them, we should call them Russian scams, Chinese scams, or American scams. But that doesn't make a good headline, does it? Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell right after you hit the subscribe button so you can get notifications whenever we have a new video. This is the place where curiosity meets learning. Leave us a comment to tell us what topic to explain next. Bye!